Hello and welcome to Election Centre. Tonight we debate whether the BJP has opted for power versus morality in Goa, or is it really the Congress incompetence which has allowed the BJP to seize the upper hand both in Goa and in Manipur. This on a day when Manohar Parrikar was sworn in as Chief Minister of Goa along with a team of MLAs, including those from smaller parties that supported him. Rahul Gandhi, of course, has alleged that money was paid, kickbacks were paid to these MLAs to get them to switch sides. But Manohar Parrikar joins us exclusively on the show to take on those questions. I spoke to him a short while ago from Panjim in this exclusive interview and asked him about whether indeed there had been any quid pro quo. Let's listen. So, big political power play in Goa with Manohar Parrikar returning as Chief Minister in a time when questions have been raised about the manner in which that transition has come into play. Congratulations to you. You're back as Chief Minister.
Thank you.
But you know, these are somewhat different circumstances because the BJP government lost its majority.
Are they?
And some are saying, sir, that while you have the numbers, ethically, is it right for the BJP to form a government?
We have formed a coalition government.
But the fact
is... It's not a BJP government. It's a coalition government headed by BJP.
Okay, sir, but the fact is that the mandate was not for the BJP. You were in power, you lost the numbers, the Chief Minister himself lost his election.
Who was it? It was a fractured mandate.
I'm saying, Mr.
We were in power, agreed,
yes.
But the mandate given by the people was a fractured mandate.
So you see no problem in a fractured mandate where the BJP has not got the majority,
as long as you have a legitimate
alliance of a coalition and come back to power.
With you. Of course, last time also it was a coalition government, though I had 21 seats myself.
Yes.
It was a coalition of Bharatiya Janata Party and Maharashtrawadi Gomantak Party. Because of some reason, we did not form the coalition, we fought separately. We came together after the elections. I don't see any reason why it should be termed as something wrong. And definitely not from Congress. They gave us 12 chief ministers in 10 years from 90 to 2000. Ask them that first.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
sir, but the Congress, if the Congress has done this in the past, if the Congress has been accused of this kind of, politics of horse trading,
I'm not using it to
does that justify the BJP doing it?
Because I have done nothing wrong. I have just No, not at all. See, this is a very specific instance where these partners of the new coalition government, they told BJP by letters which said that if Parrikar is coming as the Chief Minister, then we are ready to give you the support.
Okay, but these are partners, Mr. Parrikar, who have been campaigning against the BJP. I mean, Mr. Vijay Sardesai, for example, one of your partners, has been very anti-BJP. He has been very anti-you. He has said, he has used the strongest word saying
not
the BJP is destroying Goa.
Coalition partner last time.
Mr. Vijay Sardesai has used very strong language. He says the BJP is out to destroy Goa.
When it competes with another political setup, it is bound to criticize it. Did they leave Congress from being under criticism? They criticize Congress also. So in that logic, no one will be able to form the government at all.
Okay, but what about the allegation that money power was used to woo over these MLAs?
Have you seen the letter of support to the governor? I think you should read them very carefully. It says that we are ready to support Bharatiya Janata Party. It is a conditional support. If Manohar Parrikar is made the Chief Minister, I didn't ask them to write that condition because it is not an unconditional support to BJP for forming a government. They trust that if I come as a Chief Minister, I will be able to manage the coalition because I have earlier 3 experience where I have managed the coalition in spite of having 21 seats myself. I had a majority last time, but I took along with me all the pre-election allies and formed a coalition government of 26, where Bharatiya Janata Party was 21 itself. And
No,
they
that
were
was
very
last
good
time.
Experience probably of my handling the coalition government. So they asked the party that if he is made the chief minister, then we are ready to support.
So you deny the
It was
fact
not
that
an unconditional support.
you deny the fact that any money changed hands?
Those people who deal in money, they only can think of money.
But Mr. Parrikar, the Congress is saying
I have my reputation to guard. I don't deal in money. I think in Delhi, as a defense minister also, one thing which I can definitely take credit is during my tenure, there were no agents and no kickbacks. I don't have that kind of money and I don't deal in money.
No, but then Mr. Parrikar, explain to us why would these MLAs and these parties come to you? Surely there has to be some quid pro quo. Is it the fact that you're promising them plum portfolios, which in turn can be used to make money?
They have experienced my earlier terms where I could manage different political setups and get them together, and in spite of differences of quite a big nature, I have managed to run a smooth government where there were better finances, improved tax collections and many fast developments.
Mr. Parrikar, the Congress says that it is okay if Manohar Parrikar wants to be Sultan of Goa for 48 hours because in the vote of confidence, your government is going to fall. They will produce the numbers. To that you will say what?
See, let us wait for 16, it's not too far. That is one. But today, when the swearing in was going on, there were 23 MLAs present there.
Yes.
That is one. Number two, when we staked our claim, we brought 21 MLAs to the governor, gave letters signed by them, 22nd joined the next day, and the 23rd express his outside support, where he was present there also.
Yes.
The more important part, when Congress went to the governor today, they didn't even stake the claim. But when they went to governor, they went to governor with 17 MLAs. They did not have the number. If you can't get the number today to governor, then how are you going to ensure that you will get it 21? In fact, if you at all, they probably might be thinking of using money power.
But tell me, Mr. Parrikar,
but I'm very confident about my coalition.
Okay, you feel confident, but the fact is that the BJP takes a high moral ground. They say that you practice the politics of difference. A new, politics has been ushered in by the BJP. But despite this, despite the fact that the Congress is single largest party, you cobble together this alliance of almost two smaller parties, a number of independents. Doesn't this
Srinivasan, you asked any Goan for 48
argument?
hours. Even now, they are not able to finalize their leader. They are fighting among themselves and there are talks of resigning from Congress. It is my morality which has prevented me from taking people from them who are on the verge of resigning because of frustration, because of their leaders holding the party for ransom.
So they are in touch with you? People from the Congress are in touch with you?
यहाँ एक कहावत है, यहाँ एक कहावत है, नाचता येईना अंगण वाकडे.
Okay.
That means if you can't dance, the place where you want to dance is टेढ़ा मेढ़ा है. ऐसा एक कहावत है मराठी में. वो उनको लगता है वो लोग खुद का नहीं बना सकते हैं, खुद का लीडर नहीं डिसाइड कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए झगड़ा होता है. इसके लिए no one wants to go to them because they are worried that if these people can't decide their leader, how they can run a coalition.
You're saying naach na jane angan teda, that was the Hindi phrase, you gave the Marathi version.
हाँ, जो हिंदी में कहावत है नाचना नहीं आता है तो आंगन टेढ़ा, वो उनका प्रॉब्लम है.
How many?
इनका रेपुटेशन पहले का भी ऐसा ही है.
So how many of these Goa Congress MLAs or people from the Goa Congress are in touch with you to cross over?
No, I am not interested. But I got messages. I can't stop someone sending me messages.
Oh, you did get messages?
I am not interested in doing anything with them.
Okay.
But I can't stop people from passing on the messages that we are interested in resigning and joining. But I have not done that. I have not encouraged it. That is a different issue.
Mr. Parrikar, tell me, you moved very quickly. The BJP moved very quickly. The results started to come in. just as it started to become clear that it was going to be a hung mandate,
Absolutely.
you were camping there. Mr. Gadkari was there. How
quickest
did you move
decision of BJP
so
was
fast?
when these people, mind you, you should have listened 3 days prior to the election. Vijay Sardesai made it very clear, though I have difference with Parrikar, I will prefer to go with Parrikar rather than Congress. This was before results, 3 days prior to the results.
I see.
MGP there was not big problem because they were our coalition partner. We, though for election purpose we had split, they were ready if I was the Chief Minister.
Well, how long, when did you get in touch with these other smaller parties? How soon after the results?
Yeah, I didn't get in touch. They got in touch with me.
Oh, they got in touch with you. You didn't get in touch with them?
Absolutely. That is why they said very clearly that if you are coming as a Chief Minister, then only we are supporting. Otherwise, we are not interested.
Mr. Parrikar,
it was quickness of the Amit Shah ji, President, to accept that conditions. Have a discussion with Prime Minister and agree to relieve me from the Defence Ministry.
So it
that was a quickness from BJP. Decision making was quick, but it was not our offer.
You had no problem giving up the Defence Minister's post?
Absolutely no. Party जो decide करता है वो मेरे लिए final है.
But you look much happier now. You're back in Goa.
See, this is a difference between Congress and BJP. We go by the party thinking, whereas they go by their own personal gains.
Personal gains versus the party that acts with discipline. Well, joining us to debate the question of power versus morality on one hand, is the BJP guilty of that, or is it just simply Congress incompetence? I'm joined by Nalin Kohli, BJP spokesperson, Randeep Surjewala of the Congress, and Vishwajit Rane of the Goa Congress, someone who's been very vocal in his criticism of the party high command's handling of the entire Goa crisis. Randeep Surjewala, to you first. You heard the Goa Chief Minister there saying that your incompetence is so acute in Goa that your own MLAs are in touch with him. And he says it's only his morality that has prevented him from taking them.
Srinivasan, what Mr Parrikar was saying is actually pehle chori, phir seena jori. BJP across the country, from Arunachal to Uttarakhand and now Goa to Manipur, is doing politics of defections, not politics of elections. There are three very simple facts. BJP was in power.
Yes.
Their sitting Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekarji was defeated. 6 ministers were defeated. From 21, they were relegated to 13 in a house of 40. They were clearly rejected. It is the Congress party which emerged as the single largest party. We had 17 plus 1, 18.
But Randeep, why didn't you stake claim? You didn't even manage to elect a leader. I don't know if you still have a leader. Do you have a leader at the moment?
May I just point out one more fact? A party which has been decisively rejected in an election with 13 seats proceeds to lay a claim based on letters of support that are conditional. Governor daydreams without even asking the largest party as to whether we do have or do not have the majority, invites them unilaterally and proceeds to swear in a chief minister. It's only when Supreme Court intervenes that the 15 days period of proving majority is reduced to 48 hours.
No, but the fact is that they have the numbers.
Whether it is Manipur or it is Goa.
But the fact is, if they have the numbers, what choice does the governor have? Nalin Kohli, let me take that to you. I mean, on one hand, yes, it can be argued that politically, constitutionally, you may be in the right. But ethically and morally, this is a question I asked Manohar Parrikar as well. Can you, after this, after Goa, claim to still be a party with a difference?
Well, your question is, you'll pardon me to use this adjective, silly. If you're constitutionally right, how can you be morally and ethically wrong? I mean, it's absolutely impossible. Are you saying that the Constitution permits immorality? Are you saying that the Constitution permits unethicality? Absolutely silly. What is constitutionally correct is the ethical and the moral and the correct
It's not silly in the least. You have accused the Congress on many occasions of violating constitutional norms by not interpreting the spirit of the Constitution. There's the letter and the spirit. Okay, so there's a difference there. And the Congress has been guilty in the past of this, and you made that abundantly clear.
Now we are going into a
Are
new
you
territory.
making the same mistake?
Srinivasan, you are actually handicapped. I must make this clear. No, Srinivasan, you are a little handicapped. I must be fair to you too. Randeep and me, both are advocates. So therefore, we will look at it in a different way.
I don't think that makes any difference. I don't feel the least bit handicapped, by the way.
Down on that term.
No, your legal expertise does not handicap me in any way, by the way.
I think.
Then okay.
I think
then we'll
it's
take it.
just
Then we'll take it exactly where I left
Nalin
it.
is never arrogant, but
No.
today,
Then we'll take it exactly where I left
different
it.
day. Nalin is
See, the
acting
first
with
point
sheer
is
arrogance of numbers that are procured.
I'm sorry, Randeep, and I'll say this, Mr. Surjewala, clearly. I'm not saying it arrogant. I take offense to the Constitution being treated as something that promotes immorality or unethicality.
I'm not saying that
if
at
you
all.
consider that arrogance, I'm happy to.
I'm not saying that at all, Nalin.
Because I don't.
I'm not saying that
Now,
at
I'm
all.
telling
You're
Mr.
distorting my
Surjewala, I'm not
words.
telling you.
And you're the one who used words like silly. I haven't said anything.
You said it.
I haven't said. No,
I'm
I didn't
not
say that.
distorting
And
your
you're
words.
using words
I'm
like
exactly
silly.
doing what you are trying to do
I'm
with
being
the
decorous
introduction.
here. I know how not to be decorous, but I'm going to be decorous. You can choose if you want to not be. Can I just bring in Vishwajit?
Well, then I suggest, I think keep this between Randeep and I think keep it between them. Let's not get into this because ultimately, Srinivasan, we are not doing anything here personally. We are not here to be this. When I was raising a point on a constitutional thing, you have found that not to be decorous. I apologize. I apologize. And I withdraw because I don't like to be ever in a position that someone considers me A, as Randeep said, arrogant, and B, as you have said.
No, don't withdraw. Don't withdraw. We're on live television. There's no need to withdraw.
So excuse me, and why not? It can continue. No,
don't withdraw. I mean,
we can have
a difference of opinion. Don't withdraw. Let's continue the discussion. Let me bring in. Let me bring in. We're running out of time. Let's continue the discussion. Let's continue the discussion.
Undecorous. Randeep thinks I'm being arrogant. I don't think I'm being either. Why get into this? It's not worth it, Srinivasan.
Okay, let's continue the discussion. Vishwajit Rane, do you feel that you were very upset with the Congress High Command's handling of it? Do you feel that they could have done a better job? Or do you think now it doesn't matter, it's academic because Mr. Parrikar has been sworn in?
No, Mr. Parrikar has been sworn in as the Chief Minister of Goa. He has the numbers with him at the moment. But I feel that Congress could have done a better job. We were somewhere, we fell back, we should have acted swiftly, and we should have negotiated with the allies and taken a decision instantly. I feel somewhere the Congress has lost a golden opportunity to form a government in the state of Goa.
Are you planning to leave the Congress as you've been hinting? Are you one of those, Mr. Parrikar says, that has been in touch with him?
No, I have not been in touch with anybody, but definitely there have been some faults on the part of the people managing the affairs in Goa. And I have sent a detail along with the other MLAs. I have sent a detailed details of the events to my leader, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji.
Yes.
And I am not here to defect from the Congress party. But definitely the swift manner in which the BJP acted and brought Manohar Parrikar to Goa. Nitin Gadkari was sitting in Goa and they managed to negotiate with the allies and get the numbers and take 21 people to the Raj Bhavan. We were unable to do so.
Randeep Surjewala, quick response from you. I mean, you have people in your own party, you just heard Vishwajit Rane, they're criticizing the Congress's handling of it. This is not the BJP, this is not people from the other side, this is your own party.
Well, Vishwajit is a very, very promising leader of the Congress party, and we have seen the point in which he has made and many other of our colleagues has made. And if there are some issues, I am sure, as Vishwajit has pointed out, we can settle it among ourselves because he has a long, bright career in the Congress party. The short point is, even today Mr. Parrikar is claiming falsely to malign that Congress people are ready to defect. because the entire edifice of the current BJP government in Goa, as also in Manipur, is founded upon the politics of defections, not elections.
Okay, before I come
That's the short point. It's not who forms the government, it's how the government is being formed.
Before I come to Nalin Kohli on that, I want to go across to an interview I recorded earlier with Vijay Sardesai, who's one of the smaller parties that is supporting now the BJP, even though it was strongly opposing the BJP during the campaign. And I began by asking him that about why he did this complete U-turn.
And in the constituencies, 4 constituencies that I contested, our party contested, and of which 3 we won. In these 3 constituencies, the Congress has acted as the B team of the BJP. We had a choice, boss, just a minute. We had a choice between supporting either the A team or the B team. We chose the A team because the B team had continuously and was, backstabbing us like, habitual backstabbers.
Okay, you choose the A team, not the B team. But I want to ask you, you use such strong language against Mr. Manohar Parrikar and against the BJP. You said the Goans, let Goan say who is the dalal who sold Goem, Goenkar and Goenkar Pon. That is the idea of Goanness. You said it is the BJP.
See,
You've said that the Raksha Mantri, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, is the main dalal out to sell Goa, and now you are supporting Mr. Parrikar. You don't think those words about Mr. Parrikar anymore?
Attacks everyone. The Congress has called me hundreds of names. From where does the Congress expect me to support them? And for what should I support them? Am I Mahatma Gandhi that you slap me on one cheek, I give you the other cheek? I am not Gandhi.
I am not Gandhi. That's quite candid of you. Were you paid off, as has been alleged by the Congress?
Boss, everyone in Goa knows me. I can't be bought. I have repeatedly said, any people who are bought are brought in buses to the swearing in. I have come on my own. I don't have security. I move on my own, and I stay at my own house. I don't stay in somebody's hotel and guarded by the bouncers. So today the Congress party's 17 MLAs are being herded by bouncers in a bus.
All right, bouncers in a bus. Nalin Kohli, the question is that you have ended up allying with somebody, a group of individuals and parties who've been deeply critical of the BJP.
That's not the question.
A, does that worry you? That, again, the question of the ethics of this.
No, it doesn't.
And B, the question of stability of the Goa government.
Well, actually, first of all, is the stability of the Goa government is something, or any government, cannot be ever presumed unless you are not in a coalition scenario, Srinivasan. As simple as that. If you are in a majority scenario, then the question does not arise. If you are in a coalition, that question will hang through the entire tenure. And there may be governments that may fall earlier, there may be governments that may complete their full term. Number 2 is, with regards to calling names or anything like that, I don't think so. We have had a classic example of calling names between Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and Mr. Rahul Gandhi. They got together, UP ko ye saath pasand hai. Of course, the people of UP didn't like that saath.
But Nalin, if they do it, you do it.
Now let me come specifically to Goa, because we haven't got down to Goa. No, I need to answer that on Goa. I need to. No, I didn't give a logic. I'm saying you asked a question, I gave you a counter example. So that's why I said, people, and at the end of it, what is the end result of an election? A government has to be formed. Right. If there are no numbers, then there will be a post-poll alliance. In that post-poll alliance, there are people who may not have seen eye to eye get together. Okay. VP Singh's government was supported by the BJP and the left. The two of them cannot see eye to eye, basically on many issues. So therefore, does that mean that a government was not formed? Did it last its whole term? It didn't last. But then the Vajpayee government with 23 parties lasted its whole term. Went for almost, after losing the first time, went for a complete term. So this changes. But the Goa thing, which is the question being missed out is that the Congress parties, every allegation, which they use words like arrogance, anything, everything is based only on one thing. They don't show the numbers. They believe they have the numbers. They don't present the numbers. So they then say, let's talk of ethicality and say we're out of time for a cup of tea. What is Article 164 of the Constitution? Okay, we're out of time. Nalin, your point is well made. The Congress yet to show the numbers. They claim Manohar Parrikar will only be Sultan of Goa for 48 hours. We'll have to wait and see what happens in that crucial vote of confidence. But
But thank you very much indeed, all of you, for joining me tonight. Thanks very much. We'll have to leave it there. Good night.